Hey everyone, my name is Svetlana and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm gonna be reviewing for you a new foundation from Bobbi Brown. And it's a Skin Longwear Fluid Powder Foundation and it has a SPF 20. It's a light to medium buildable coverage. It's soft multi-dimensional matte finish and it's ideal for normal, combination and oily skin. I really like the packaging. It's just a pretty black, very slick looking packaging, so I really like that. It has 1.4 fluid ounces of 40 milliliters and it goes for $40 US. This foundation is formulated with a power protein complex to help skin look smooth and healthy. This lightweight, sweat-resistant formula absorbs oil and stays color true all day. It also keeps skin protected on the go with environmental blue light and UV filters. It says that it's a first ever liquid to powder foundation from Bobbi Brown that self-sets into a comfortable soft matte finish. I got this foundation in a color N052 or natural. It does come in 28 shades. My Sephora does not have this foundation yet, so I was just going strictly from what I thought will work for my skin and the shade that will work for my skin. I'm not the biggest fan of purchasing foundation online because sometimes the shade and the undertones just don't work and I wasn't able to test it at the store. But let's just go ahead and try this foundation and see how it's gonna look and how it's gonna perform and my overall thoughts. Okay, let's go ahead and put this foundation to the test. I got it in the color natural and it's a medium beige with yellow and pink undertones. So let's just go ahead and put it to the test. I usually use a brush to apply my foundation, but I want to see it first. Whoa, this is really liquidy. This is really liquidy and watery. Okay, I'm gonna get right in here. Oh. Okay, I think I'm gonna be using a brush first, and then I might use a sponge to kind of get rid of all of the streaks and stuff, but let's see. I do see quite a bit of yellow in this foundation, and I feel like all of the colors had yellow in it, so I went with the one that I thought might match my face a little better. And it's a light to medium coverage, buildable medium coverage. I sure do see that it's pretty light when you apply it with the brush. Okay, I'm just gonna go directly to the brush and let's do the other side. Don't mind my red mark on my neck. I was curling my hair yesterday and I burned my skin so bad. I'm gonna go down my neck just a little as well. Let's see how well it will cover that spot. My Sephora didn't have it, so I had to purchase it online. I really do have a hard time matching my skin when I buy foundation online. The color is not bad, actually. I like it. It does have a little bit of yellow undertone, and maybe for summer it would look a little better because I get some nice tan in the summertime. For right now, with my hand right next to it, you can see quite huge difference. Okay, I'm gonna get just a little closer so you can see how it looks with just a brush. It looks pretty nice, a little dry around my nose and mouth. I'm gonna get a sponge and we're just gonna go over and see if it's gonna give me just a little bit more coverage, and we'll see if it will get rid of some little streaks here and there. I feel like the sponges made it look so much better. It's more smooth on the skin. I don't really see the streaks I'm not the biggest fan right over here. It just looks a little dry. I don't know, there's something going on right in this area. Okay, I hope this is better. This is how it looks. It's super lightweight. I really like how lightweight it is. I don't feel it on my skin at all. It looks pretty nice. It does look like it went from the liquid to the powder. And I'm not even sure if I'm gonna apply any powder. I'll see. I'll check it. I'm gonna go ahead, finish the rest of the makeup, and I'll be back. Here's the finished look. I did use a sheer perfecting powder from Laura Mercier. It does give a little bit of shine to the skin, but it doesn't dry out the skin. It doesn't feel like the powder. After I applied this foundation, it did go from the liquid to the powder, and I just didn't want to use powder on top of powder because it's still winter time. And even though my skin is combination at this moment, it did feel a little dry. I do really like the overall look. My skin looks and feels very smooth and very healthy. And as I already said, the foundation feels very light on skin. I'm gonna get just a little closer so you can see it for yourself. I'll move my hair. I didn't like the mouth area and the nose area at first when I just applied the foundation. It did, I'm not sure if it started going to the powder a lot faster than when I was applying it. And I probably would prefer to apply this foundation with the sponge. With the brush, it just left this streakiness and unevenness. I'm probably going to use a sponge to apply this foundation because I wasn't the biggest fan of applying it with the brush. It didn't look even. It did leave some streaks and a little bit of cakiness around the mouth, so I didn't like that. But when I used the sponge, it kind of blended out just a little better. It does say that it absorbs all of the oils and it's sweat resistant. It's not super hot outside right now, but it's only 12 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna be back in a couple of hours to see how this foundation performed. So it's been about 6.5 hours. I just wanted to get on and show you my face. I didn't do any touch-ups. I didn't reapply the makeup or do anything with my face, and this is how it looks. The forehead does look a little oily, but it happens to me every single time. It doesn't matter which foundation I use. If I don't do any touch-ups or anything like that, I will get just a little oily on my forehead, my nose, and my chin. With this foundation, I feel the most oiliness just around my forehead, and everything else looks pretty good. I did lose a little bit of makeup around my nose, probably just because I was touching it, I was rubbing it off or something like that. This foundation did crease just a little bit on my fine lines, but compared to some other foundations, this is nothing. This is very minimal, so I'm super impressed. Most of the matte foundation don't work on my combination skin. Most of them make my skin really dry and kind of patchy. I didn't feel like that with this foundation. The fact that I didn't do any touch-ups or didn't reapply the foundation and it still looks this good, I'm pretty impressed. That's it for this video, guys. If you liked it, make sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for my weekly videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next one. Bye bye.